my question to you guys is, well, I know for the most part, Dipcatcher, you've been working all day on this thing, bro, and I think you, if I'm not mistaken, you went ahead and you secured the penalties on the end staking. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, today we finalized what those penalties would be, and basically it's based on the length of the stake. So for the short stake, it's 36.9%, but for the DECI stake, the early unlock penalty is only 3.69%. And so because we figured that the longer the stake is, probably the more people that would early unlock. And so the more people that do early unlock, the higher that it could be. And so it's kind of nice and inviting. It's actually the same penalty as the team staking. And then base is much higher. And that's because, if you're committing to a year, it's only a year. And so early unlocking in that year, it's, so, and on it is such, and we were talking about this on the stream, it's such a hard thing to even set because how can you possibly predict what people are going to do?
Yeah,
so
I saw you going back and forth.
Yeah.
You were really going at it.
Yeah. And so that's, we're interested to see kind of how it plays out. And, we, kind of regardless, it really does. It's beneficial to the people that are using these stake pools as just like an alternative to just staking on their own. So, and that's really kind of like the core user of these pools that we think is important. And so, we're interested to see kind of how it plays out, and perhaps we get a lot of people to just join the DECI pool, and then over time maybe only half the people and actually stuck it out, and in that case the earnings could be quite high because it was so inviting to end, whereas like the shorter ones, it's like it'd be a lot more gut-wrenching to lose out on that. And so perhaps you won't see as much early unlocking on that 1 year one, for sure. Especially because the DECI one, if the premium gets really high, then a lot of people may be early unlocking, so we can kind of tolerate the lower penalty on those ones.
One thing I haven't really heard a lot about is this was actually kind of what you just said. The fact that Diamond Hands is going to technically influence in a way, I think, premiums, because if you don't have, like, if a lot of these assets aren't being sold into the market, technically it's stuff that's going to keep the premium price higher than if they were available and someone were able to sell them. So premiums should definitely get a nice little pump as well.
It's kind of it's kind of exactly how Hex was designed. Was the people that are staking are getting rewarded because they support the Hex price, and that's essentially it's kind of funny. Like, we've really kind of broken Hex apart, and then we're offering it in a different way. What I love about with Diamond Hands is that it's just like completely optional, right? Like, it's not forced. You could still have liquid staking tokens and not be locked up. But for the people that, as Dipcatcher said, the people that are just using it for their staking, and a lot of people love native solo staking for that kind of protect yourself from yourself narrative. And so we just kind of offered that too. And luckily it was, Dipcatcher could just use the same contract he did for team staking, and it just works. So it's awesome.
Nah, I love it, bro. And I kind of